Welcome to the Bird Gang Nation Sports Media Show, repping the greatest team of all time. Let's go! Bird Gang 31, he be the host with the most. We going deep, burning teams. They ain't nothing but toast. It's in your rest there. Sirianni put me in coach, running like Miles Sanders Hill. I butt my head on the post. Touchdown! Yeah, that's coming. Devontae's crazy route running. Jalen hurting them, throwing lasers to Rager Young gunning. Come on, Rager Young gunning. Come on. On the D side, we ride, sack him with Fletcher, lay him out on the stretcher. No one can protect you. Watch Darius lay him, shutting down your routes. Come on. In my green John, eating Philly cheesesteaks. Put up your cups, wings up, if you can relate. Tailgating at the link like Gangsta Stride. To the Bird Gang Nation, that's worldwide. On Sundays, catch the pre and post game. Mondays is Birds on Broad Street with Philly Notion and Cool Cat, the man in motion. And Wednesdays, the midweek special got you open with JC from Eagles Talk, hitting like B-Dog, baby.
Welcome to another episode of the Bird Gang Nation Sports Talk. I'm your host, Bird Gang 31. Today, Nation, we have some very special guests on the panel today. Detroit Lions Prowl. Detroit on a Prowl. Right? Sorry about that. I'm bad with the name.
Close enough.
Detroit on a Prowl is in the building with us today, guys. Sorry about the butcher another name, but go ahead and go around and introduce you guys yourself and talk about your channel for a little bit.
Looks like I'm frozen. There we go. Yeah, I'm Jim Bordeaux. This is Detroit Lions on the Prowl coming at you. We rep the D in the biggest way. So I'm going to kick it over to my main man, Kurt Steele.
Hey, what up, dude? Hey, it's Kurt Steele, Detroit Lions on the Prowl. We are one of the hottest shows on YouTube as far as the Detroit Lions content. You know, me and my man Jim and my man LL hold it down Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. And then we got the two new hosts. My man, you know, we call him the artist formerly known as PC Payload and Big West Kivenen. They're going to be doing the Roar at 4 starting on Monday. So the afternoon show will be starting with those casted characters. But we happen to be here, you know what I'm saying, repping the 313, the Detroit Lions. You know how we get down. Man, my man LL Cool Torrance is also on that morning show with me.
Hi guys. Yeah, I'm on the morning show as well. Detroit Lions on the Prowl. If you guys are out there, if you want to join us, especially on this Sunday, make sure you download that Lions Nation Unite app and join us in the game day chat.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I guess I'm next. I'm Big West. I'm kind of new to this live stream stuff, but I've been a Lions fan forever. And anyways, let's have some fun.
Let's have some fun.
All right.
Kicking it, everybody. What up, man?
What's up? What is it? 0-3 at home, Eagles fans. How you guys doing? It's your boy PC. I am the Funny Bone Instigator. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, definitely. I will say this: you had me kind of nostalgic because I saw the finger wave from my man Big Play Slay. That was one of my favorite Lions of all time. Yeah. I missed that finger wave in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? I do miss that.
He's been playing good this year so far, so that's good. So let's jump right into it, guys. Like you said, 0-3 at home for the Eagles, but you guys are sitting at 0-7 for the whole season. So, you know, shots fired back a little bit there. At least we got the wins on our belt. But I don't
Right.
really anticipate this being like any kind of blowout or anything like that, because I seen the way you guys played last week against the LA Rams, and they look good out there, man. They look good. I can't even deny it. You guys been fighting in all these games. It hasn't really been any games where I see you guys just totally getting ran over or anything like that. For us, we don't even have an identity right now. We don't know what kind of offense we're running. We're trying to figure out, are we in preschool still? Are we in high school? Did we move up to college yet? Hopefully eventually we can make it to the pros in terms of what kind of offense we're running out here.
Mm.
And our defense has been trash too. I'm an Eagles fan, but I got to keep it real. But we haven't been playing no good defense. We've been keeping it pretty vanilla out there, and teams have pretty much been able to do whatever they wanted against us. But how do you guys feel about the Lions so far this year?
Go for it, Wes. Go,
Okay,
Wes.
Well, what we look like is we try real hard, but we really don't have a lot of talent right now. Okay, we're doing the best we can, but it's going to be a long season.
Yeah, I'm struggling with this because we're 0-7, but we've played some really, really good teams, and I don't think our quarterback's really good. I think that's a big problem for us. The offensive play calling has been a problem for us. The defense, we have so many injuries in our secondary. It's crazy. Can you loan us Slay for a game? I mean,
We need him. We need everybody on this ship.
Yeah, Kurt, what you got, man?
We've been playing with a lot of effort. Like you guys said, I think the one game we really got this ran roughshod over it was the Bengals game, but they ran roughshod over the Ravens. So I don't feel as bad about that game as I did before. But if you look at the team, looking at what we did in the LA game, we're just pulling out all the stops. I think that we're going to be more aggressive and have more trickeration, that's the word. Trickeration for the rest of the season going up against some of these other opponents. I think Dan Campbell's going to pull out all the stops against every team. The quote of the day was, the Detroit Lions are the watch out, they're crazy team of the NFL this year, and we're going to be proving that every game going forward.
Nice.
What do you got, PC?
Yeah, I'm in with you guys really. Been a fan my whole life and seen a lot of staffs just come in here and they're in and out in 3 years, and I'm a little sick of it, and finally feel like we have a coaching staff and a new owner-ish, hand-me-down owner that that's true, right? That actually care, and that's something that's been really, since Wayne Font's days, I haven't seen that, and that's been a long time. So I'm just really excited to see where this goes. I have no expectations for this year. It sucks. It's gonna be a long season, but I feel like there's actual hope in Detroit for a change. And I hope that bleeds off to some other teams. I mean, and you guys have had struggles for years too. So, I hope that this kind of thing motivates other teams to take the same route and maybe just, really try something new. And so, yeah, long season, but I'm really excited for the future for sure.
And thanks for Deuce Staley. We appreciate you giving us Deuce Staley. Thank you. Hats off to you guys.
You do like that.
Giving us Deuce.
Yeah, I'm hopeful about this season. I was more hopeful in the beginning, but you got to come down to earth at some point. The hope being wore off a little bit, but I'm waiting to relapse. As I said before, I'm waiting to win in 1 or 2 games so I can just start doing cartwheels again. But I feel as good about this team and this regime as I have about any Lions team or regime in my lifetime. So I think everything is looking up from here, and I'm looking forward to it.
Nice, man. Before we get into the matchups and whatnot, I would just like to say I'm a huge USC fan. And what's going on with Amon-Ra St. Brown over there? You know what I'm saying? Like, why isn't he playing? What is the real reason why they don't got my boy on the field?
He's on the field, but they've been using him as a blocker a lot. He's a really good blocker right now. And Jared Goff looks at one read and then just goes to a check down pretty much most of the time. So getting a little better at that. But if he's his second, third read, forget it.
Anything past that first read, it's a wash on that one. It's either he's throwing it in the ground, or he's throwing an interception, or he's fumbling. But I mean, Last game was a little better, only 2 picks, 2 turnovers. Per game.
Only two.
A little bit better, but we got to be realists. Hey, he's our quarterback, and we got to ride with him. So it is what it is. But like I said, St. Brown is a good talent.
He is.
He had a couple of games where he caught 6 passes in a row for a couple of games. So we're gonna put him. As he gets comfortable with Jared Goff, I think he'll get more passes going forward.
Anybody?
I'd have to agree with that.
My bad. But I forget which game it was. But I think it was against the Bengals when he scored the touchdown. He did a front flip into the end zone to avoid the tackler. I thought that was like I ain't never seen it. I've seen you see people do flips and celebrations, but never to like evade somebody. So I was I was like, man, he cold.
How was it seeing Matthew Stafford back in it? I mean, well, I guess he wasn't back in the house, but you guys going to LA, seeing Matthew Stafford play against you guys. Do you guys miss him already, or are you guys content with what you guys got when Jared Goff there?
Man, why you gotta bring up old stuff, man? Why you gotta bring up old stuff?
I'm trying to figure it out. Some of you guys might like golf. You know what I'm saying?
No, nobody likes Goff.
None of you guys?
Hell no.
I don't hate him, but I don't like him.
hate him. I just don't like him.
It's not a hate thing. It's just he can play somewhere else. No, I miss Matthew Stafford for real.
You guys think you guys going first round quarterback this year?
No,
Hopefully not.
Unfortunately.
I don't think so.
Unfortunately, on a few levels. I don't think there's anybody there this year. I think if there was, we might, but
you go get Slovis from USC, my guys.
Nah, bruh.
No.
If you look at the top level, if you look at the premier programs that have top name quarterbacks, they're all underclassmen this year. They're not
sophomores and juniors. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And most of those guys aren't going to be coming out this year.
Yeah, we do have 11 picks. We may take a quarterback, but it won't be with our very first pick. We have 2 in the first round. So
nice.
We'll see.
I don't want one in the first round at all. There's too many other players. It's a lot.
You guys know what you can do. You guys can
there.
always trade us those 2 first rounders, and we'll give you Gardner Minshew.
Nah, that's a bad idea.
Not a good idea.
Heavens,
he got jokes, man.
If
give us a Philly cheesesteak for
that's what I was gonna say. If you throw in some Philly cheesesteaks, we'll think about it.
We'll give you Jared Goff for a case of Phillies.
Yeah, right.
All right, well, let's get to some more about this game. You know what I'm saying? You guys are looking for your first win. We're looking to get back on the winning streak and hopefully salvage somewhat of a season. What do you think it's going to take for you guys to beat the Eagles this week?
Pressure, more pressure. Seriously, we got to play really good defense, and our run game is going to be really important in this game. If we can establish the run, I think we'll have a better chance to win this game.
I agree with that 100%. If we can establish the run the ball, stop the run, we have a chance with Goff because then he can play action pass and maybe complete a couple things. But if they get pressure on Goff, he's like a deer in the headlights.
He's even worse than a deer in the headlights in the fact that he just keeps going backwards and keeps going, and then he just kind of falls over.
Yes, pretty much.
It's he doesn't ever dump it off. I don't get it, but that's a whole different subject.
Well, check down Charlie, 4 to 5 yard passing. If we can keep him, if he can do that all game and just not turn the ball over, run the ball effectively, and stay away from number 2 on the defensive side of the ball.
You guys will not like.
Yeah, we had a bad lesson in the last game. We stayed away from number 5 for most of the game, but when the chips were down and we threw at number 5, it really cost us the game. So looking at Jalen Ramsey, so we stayed away from number 2 for most of the game. Because he's been locking receivers down all year. We used to seeing that in the Motor City. So we stay away from him, establish the run, get after Hurts. Just pressure him all game, bring multiple blitzes from different angles like we did with Matthew Stafford. I think that's the one thing that really kind of rattled him during that game because I thought he was going to have like 600-yard passing during this game. But we mixed up the blitzes a lot, kind of stack the line and then drop guys out in coverage, so you really didn't know who was coming on the blitz.
Right. Of course, keep pressure on Hurts. One thing I said about our matchup with the Rams, I said use the boxing analogy. Styles make fights. Like I thought our offensive line was a good matchup for their defensive line. I think we're gonna need to have similar type of game plan going forward. You guys got Hargraves and what's Fletcher Cox and even Milton Williams over there. I want us to draft Milton Williams, by the way. But you guys got pretty good interior defensive line, so you got to push those guys around. If you're gonna go at Slade, just don't be Goff. Don't don't throw it to him. Throw it to our guy. Don't throw it to him. And once again on defense, stay after him. I like how they send Jo, Julian Okwara from everywhere. They send from outside and the inside. So let's see how that's gonna work out.
I think what we really need is Taylor Decker back at left tackle. That would help our run game immensely. But we don't know if he's going to play this week or not.
He's not. I'm pretty much sure he's not.
And if he doesn't play this week, then we're into some rule issues at that point. So
because he's coming up on that 21 days pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Here,
I think we have until the Tuesday during the bye week to make a decision on him.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, that's it.
Tuesday after the bye week, actually.
Right. So,
but to chime in on your, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So hopefully he's not on for the season because that would kill us.
Yeah. Well, I agree with these guys as far as running the ball. I mean, look what we were able to do against LA. So I think if they stick with it, and I think this past Sunday was probably the most consistent that they stuck with the run game throughout the game, and I think it had a lot to do with them being in the game for the most part, and they didn't have to get away from the run game, and that's across the league. That's just how you got to play the ball. So I think if we have a really good mix of Swift and Williams back and forth situationally properly, and we execute, I think we have a good chance to win. If the run game's not there, we're stuck with Goff, and then I just then I start drinking beer. So yeah. So that's really what it comes down to: consistent run game.
Nice. But let's break it down position by position. Let's go quarterbacks. Who do you think have the better quarterback in this game? Jalen Hurts is not playing that great. You know what I'm saying? I could say his season so far, I'll give him like a C- for what he's done. I don't blame it all on him because of the play calling we got going on here in Philadelphia is not helping him and not putting him in the best situation to succeed. We also have offensive line, a lot of linemen going down this year, and we wasn't really running the ball most of the season. Like I think last week was the first drive, we ran the ball and looked like a normal offense and scored a touchdown real fast. Miles Sanders got hurt, and then next thing you know, he just dropped the whole thing and went back to what he was normally used to doing. So, who do you think got the best quarterback, and why? I guess.
I gotta say, you guys do, and I know that's it's kind of the lesser of two evils, I think. But Jared Goff is just really not that good, in my opinion. It's just my opinion, but he is not good at all. 66.1 completion percentage isn't bad, but he only throws for like 7 yards or 6 yards, 5 yards, something like that. He's got 773 yards, 8 touchdowns, 6 picks. So, and he's fumbled, and yeah. He gets down to he's great from 20 to 20, not great, but we get down the field. Once you get that red zone, forget it.
Yeah, I got to agree with Jim there. Goff is just a bridge quarterback. We know what he is. He's been in the league 4 or 5 years. He's not going to get any better. Hurts, we don't really know what he is yet. He's still young. He could get better, but he's not too impressive right now either. And our backup quarterback, Blau, he'd be worse than Goff probably. So, yeah, it's not good.
Go ahead, Kurt.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts he brings more to the table as far as the run game. He can actually get out in a run. He's multidimensional, and you look at that. You can go with RPO. We try RPO with Jared Goff, and it's going to be an 8-yard loss or something like that. He's going to get hurt. So that's not a good thing. So if we can get him to actually throw the ball to multiple receivers and go through. Now, I did see in the last game he actually went through his progressions against the Rams, I think it probably was the stadium. He
Yeah.
probably was. He probably had some reference points in the stadium where he could probably look at. So if we can get him doing that in Ford Field, we'll be happy with that on Sunday. But as far as with the intangibles that Jalen Hurts has, he's just right now the better quarterback of the two. How can we get Jared Goff to feel comfortable in this offense? Until we do that, we're going to continue to have the poor play from him. And we got to remember here in Detroit is that we have everything's new, brand new, and not quality parts. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to build a Lamborghini with Kia parts. And, I love my Kia, but it's not the same thing as Lamborghini parts, you know what I'm saying? So that's just the deal right now. So once we get some high-end automotive parts on the outside and get this thing running, we'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Hurts as well. I think he's mobile, and Goff is not. He's mobile if he runs backwards and falls down, which doesn't help us. So once he's on the run, I mean, he's got a decent sidearm when he trusts himself. But I think, like Wes was saying, what is he, 26?
Yeah,
and at 26 and in his fourth season, I believe. Is it?
It's his fifth, I think. But whatever,
4.5. He should be way further along than he is. I think the Super Bowl he went to had a lot more to do with the team that was around him than him. I think he gets a lot of credit for that. I'm not saying he wasn't a part of it, but he functions well in a defense that does a lot of short passing, a lot of short screens, and a lot of running. And we showed that last week. Now, if we can do that again, I think Goff situationally he can think clearly in those situations. But if it's arm versus arm or leg versus leg, I'm giving it to you guys on that one.
Yeah, I'm making it a clean sweep. I'm going Jalen Hurts. I actually said it out loud to somebody recently. Like this, as far just talking about like what quarterback would look decent here, and I would like to see Jalen Hurts behind our offensive line. Like I think a lot of the issues that Jalen Hurts has had is because he running around there back there for his life. So he has some time here, and he likes to throw the ball down the field, unlike check down Charlie as Kurt likes to call him.
Yeah, man, I have to go with you guys. Agree. Jalen Hurts right now, it's just we don't know exactly what he is completely. He's shined in some games. He's looking really suspect in a lot of other games. But as of right now, we know what Goff is. We see them do it, and that's the reason why they traded for Stafford to get over there in LA. Because they were a quarterback away, and he was not the quarterback. So I'll go with Jalen Hurts too. We'll move on to running back, but Miles Sanders out for the Eagles, which is a huge blow in our running game. Even though we don't have a running game, he was still a huge blow for him. We got Kenny Gainwell, Boston Scott, and maybe we might pull up Howard this week from the practice squad. I'm going to have to give you guys the edge on this one. You know what I'm saying? Swift is a really good running back, young talent out of Georgia. And I'm not sure who your backup is, but I know him.
Jamal Williams.
Yeah, and they're better than a rookie in Gainwell, even though Gainwell has a lot of potential. And Boston Scott, you know what he is. He's kind of just that third down back that you can throw dump offs to. And, unless you're playing the Giants. If you're playing the Giants, and Boston Scott's is the king of the field. But if you're not playing the Giants, he's not that guy. So go ahead and give your take on it.
Swifty and Swaggy, baby. I got to go with the fellas. You know what I'm saying? 32 and 30. You know what I'm saying? The 30-30 crew. We're gonna ride Russell. We're gonna ride them boys on Sunday.
Yeah, I agree, and I think the Lions got it on this one. Jamal Williams runs really hard and kind of angry, even though he's like a really happy person. And them out of the backfield catching the ball also very, very dangerous. Our run defense, we held the LA Rams to 47 yards last week. So total rushing yards. So I think I got our guys.
I agree 100%. I think the only chance we have to win this game is if we run the ball down their throats because we don't have any receivers. We can't really throw it. And Goff isn't good at throwing it anyway. So, I mean, it's got to be. We got to run the ball. Our O line can block for running. They're not so good for pass defense blocking, but yeah, that's the only chance we have.
Yeah, Jamal Williams runs like an anime character. Like he just he just keeps going, and everything's in like fast motion in the background and slow motion in the foreground. If you watch any anime, you know what I'm talking about. But it's got that look to it where he never falls backwards. He'll find a way to get 2 to 3 yards, and then you've got DeAndre Swift, who is a 3-tool back. He can literally do everything. They line him up as a wideout sometimes. It's crazy what they can do with him, and he's got great hands. He runs hard. He's real shifty. So yeah, Swifty and Swagger, my guys, man. They're 2 of the best in the league. I mean, statistically speaking, they're 2 of the best running backs. The tandem is one of the best in the league, and
Yeah.
I feel bad if any team have to go up against them.
True that.
Yep.
True that.
It's going to be another clean sweep. I'm going with Swaggy and Swifty on this side. DeAndre Swift, he's a Philly ball, so hopefully he might really want to go off against them. So that's what I'm banking on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys got the running back. Shout out to the 25 in the chat. Please hit that like. It goes a long way getting this content pushed out to other fans out there. And also subscribe to both channels. If you are a Detroit Lions fan, please subscribe to Bird Game 31's channel. And if not, if you are an Eagles fan, subscribe to Detroit on the Prowl. They have great content over there. Working hard for the Detroit, fan base over there. So do us a favor and hit that like and hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, I don't know what you're doing. These guys are really, really good. They bring the energy, and hit that like button for this video, but also subscribe to the content here. It's really, really good.
Bird Gang, baby.
Yeah. All right. Now I got one that's a little bit closer for you guys. We're 1-1 now. The tight end position. Because you guys got a pretty good tight end over there, and we got a pretty good tight end over here. You know what I'm saying? That just cleared some room where he can finally breathe now that Zach Ertz is out of here and Dallas Goedert. You know what I'm saying? And I think now you're going to see the best come out of Dallas Goedert. You're going to see him working a lot more hard to show the league he is a top tight end in the league. But you guys got a tight end over there, Hawkinson, and that boy over there. He's like your leading receiver, right? He catches mostly everything over there.
All respect due to Dallas Goedert, you know what I'm saying? Because I've followed his career a little bit, man. But I got to roll with TJ. Hey, I got a shirt on. I got Hockamania on my
Hockamania running wild.
Hockamania go run wild on them boys from Philly. I got to have TJ, my man.
See, you need to take that shirt and mix it with Mitchu. And then you can Hockamania and Mitchu Mania together. We'll take a third round for it.
We'll
take a third round.
I'm trying to give us garbage.
Would you take golf for Gardner Minshew?
Yeah. We'll give you that contract. We'll give you that contract for Gardner Minshew. We'll get out of Gardner Minshew.
Yeah. I like Hawkinson in this matchup, but I don't like the fact that we don't use him enough. I don't think they try to force it to him a little too much. I think because Goff can't throw deep most of the time. He tries to, but it's always overthrown and something messes up, whatever. But I really think talent-wise, I think T.J. Hawkinson's got this one.
Yeah, definitely.
I
not even being a homer about it,
Yeah.
Okay.
Hawkinson's got talent, but Goff usually can't get him the ball. I mean, it's not 100% Goff's fault. Sometimes he doesn't have the pass protection, and he's not very mobile back there. He runs like he has work boots on, but yeah, and other teams are taking away Hawkinson too. They're double teaming him a lot. So, because they know we have no wide receivers. So that's usually what's been happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about Dallas. I'll be honest with you. I haven't really. I know of him. I've watched him play, but I don't know much of his background or anything. Obviously, I know a lot about TJ, and if Goff knew how to get him the ball consistently, he's top 3 in the league. But we're a smaller market. He gets name recognition, like when when we're on TV and it's a national announcer or whatever. He's well known. It's just doesn't get the ball consistently. So. Great hands, can do everything, doesn't go down easy. I got to go with my boy Hawk.
Okay.
Yeah. As far as what I believe talent, I'm going with Hawk, but who's probably playing better or who would probably be used more is definitely Dallas Goedert. Even y'all's I can't think of his name right now, but y'all's 82, I think, is if that's your backup, the other backup tight end, the third tight end, I guess, or now he's the backup. It's pretty nice. But yeah, Hawk, but as far as talent, but Dallas Goedert probably have a better game.
Yeah, it's all situational, right? Like who's better depends on who gets the ball. And if the guy getting him the ball can't get him the ball, then what does it matter? It's unfortunate.
True that.
Right.
Yeah, those skill positions are reliant on the quarterback, wide receiver, tight end. They can't flourish if the person who's supposed to get them the ball is throwing the ball into the ground or turning it over or fumbling and whatever else. Or he's just throwing it away. he can't get off his first read. So we all on this panel. I know Dallas Goedert. I've watched him a little bit. I watched him in college, but we look at TJ Hawkinson, his skill set with the routes he can run, with his hands. He is a better tight end, but he doesn't have the guy getting him the ball. So I think who's better, TJ? Who's going to be used more? Goddard.
Okay. And I'm going to go with the homers. You know what I'm saying? I love Goddard. I've been waiting for Zach to leave to give him the keys to the car, the whole season long. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love Zach Ertz for what he did for us for the Super Bowl. You won the championship with that nice catch and all that good stuff, man. But you're getting a little older in age, even though he did not look at past Sunday for the Cardinals. That was a nice run. I'm like, when did you do that for us, man? You ain't done that in like 3 years for us. You know what I'm saying? Outrunning defenders and stuff like that. That was something that was kind of surprising. And I'm like, man, well, you've been holding back on our team, man.
Arizona sunshine.
Right?
Like Blake Griffin when he went to the Nets.
Right? Dallas Goedert, like I said, he still had a pretty good game last week. You know what I'm saying? I think he had like 6 catches for like 70 yards, something like that. So I'm going to ride with my boy, thinking every game he's probably going to get a little bit better. And if Jalen Hurts is smart, he'll keep going to Goddard because the middle of the field is usually open with the way we play offense. That leaves a big gap over that middle of the field for Dallas Goedert to eat a lot. So I'm going to go with Goddard this one. But obviously, you guys got the tight end because the panel voted more against
Yeah,
Goddard,
that's not fair, though.
The panel's not biased or anything. I don't know what you thought.
Come on now.
Let's go to the receivers. We got Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, Rager, and that's all you need to go that far in terms of our
That's
receivers.
about as far as you need.
Yeah, man.
Right there.
You got this.
I'm going Philly on this one.
There's
no point in even talking about our receivers. Our top 2 receivers are out for the season already.
Man.
They're on IR. We're done.
I like Amon-Ra Brown, though.
We like our guys.
I like Khalif Raymond, but
I'll play on this
one. Head to head. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I'll play. No, I'm not going Detroit on this, but I'll play just for the sake of doing it. Yeah, I mean, look, yeah. If you include, well, not including TJ, okay. So if Saint Brown gets targeted, guy can ball out. He's a freak athlete. I don't know how much you guys paid attention to the just like preseason and all that. The dude is a freak athlete. He's amazing at college. His work ethic is insane. He's the future in this, whether he's a slot receiver, I'm assuming he's going to be in that role most likely in the future. But, you got him, Khalif Raymond being 5-0. This dude can ball. He's quick. He's got great hands. You see him lay out flat to catch that ball on Sunday? My God, the kid balls out, right? But who's throwing to him? It comes down to that. I hate to bring that back into it, but it's always going to come back to that. Like Kurt was saying, when it comes to these kinds of position players, it all comes back to who's throwing the ball. And
true,
yeah, sure, we got guys that can catch it, but 2 guys. That's if you include Hawkinson, that's 3. If you kind of include Swift, you got basically 4 that got good enough hands to catch it. But Goff can't throw more than 6 yards, 7, 8 yards tops. And if it's coming out 12 yards, the thing's wobbling like a weeble wobble thing. Like, I haven't seen a clean pass out of him past 10 yards, maybe a couple. I mean, Jack Fox has got a better spiral than Jared Goff, which is sad. Yeah. So,
and true.
So, I'm sorry for this long-winded answer, but I got it. But I had to play because all you guys were like, screw it, it's Philly. But yeah, but yeah, Philly. That's where I'm going with this because I'm trying to explain it the best I can to put a little, energy into our side. But there's not much you can do. It's like putting lipstick on a pig, man. There's not much you can do about it. It's still a pig at the end of the day. So
you have a rookie as a fourth round draft pick, and you have a bunch of guys who spent most of their career on the practice squad on other teams. We just don't have that talent, as far as so we don't have it. It is what it is. What's that? It is what it is. So we got to give it to you guys on this one in that matchup.
Do you guys miss Fulgham at all?
I mean, he didn't play for us enough. So
yeah.
No, there's nothing we could have done about that because we weren't the ones to let him go.
Yeah.
I mean, us.
I mean, but that regime that let him go is no longer in Detroit. So, I mean, hey,
it is what it is.
Yeah, ask us that question in like 2 years, then I think we'll have a much better answer for you.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to offensive line now. I'm not sure how your offensive line is. I know you guys got first round pick and Penny Sewell. We got Lane Johnson back. Mailata just got a fat contract at left tackle. But both of those guys played like garbage last week. I'm hoping that's just a 1 week thing and they come back ready to play this week because that was horrible. But we got Jason Kelsey, who's a perennial Pro Bowler in the middle there, and a first round pick in Landon Dickerson and Jack Stoll in our offensive line. So how do you guys' line look this year?
Well, if it was healthy, it'd be better.
Yeah, we're hurt. That's what offensive line looks like. But they're playing for what?
But they're playing good.
They're playing. Brown's been playing really good. You don't hear his name a lot, and that tells me he's playing well. When you don't hear offensive lines, when the black and white stripes aren't calling their name, they're doing okay. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Like it's the injuries. Like our Pro Bowl center is out for the season, and our best left tackle hasn't played all year, and but the guys that are in there are doing a pretty good job. I mean, it's better than I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the fact that we were able to run the ball in the last 3 weeks has been good. I mean, not so much against Cincinnati, but I'm very surprised that our offensive line, as banged up as they are able to get that many yards on the ground. I'm really surprised.
If you're asking if it's our line or your line, I'm gonna ride with the Honolulu Blue on this one. I just think that the way they play together and the way that our offensive line coach Hank Fraley has these guys playing, injured or not, you just rotating guys in, and there's not really a big drop off, in the lineman play where they're playing solid. They can run the ball. Things with Jared Goff, sometimes a few sacks that I've seen, some of those guys he's holding the ball too long and not getting rid of it, and I can't put that on the offensive line when the guy's not throwing the ball down the field, or if he's checking it down, or he just doesn't, he's just backing, like PC said, he's just backing up into the pocket. You can't take you can't already start in shotgun and take a 12-yard step, drop back. That's just a recipe for disaster. But I think the offensive line is playing better, and I think they're playing good. So I would say the Lions' offensive line is better than the Eagles. Yeah,
that's a good point, Kurt. That's a really good point about him holding the ball. Because what do you expect the offensive line to do? If your quarterback's holding the ball for 5-6 seconds, what do you expect?
I think our offense would be better if we ran the ball more. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell everybody, when you're 300 and something pounds, 50, 60 pounds, you're not supposed to be backpedaling the whole game. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not something normal. You know what I'm saying? Pass blocking is one thing, but usually you mix in the run, let them get aggressive, beat up on the defensive line for a little bit, before you get back into your pass sets. It makes it a lot easier for them. But when you're just backpedaling all game long, that's why our linemen keep getting hurt. They got hurt last year. They got hurt this year because we want to throw the ball 60 times a game, and that just doesn't work. No one wins in the NFL throwing the ball 60 times a game. That just don't happen.
Yeah, I think
but we do it, though. We're 0-7, so what do you mean?
That's exactly what I mean.
Our offensive line has been playing better, I believe, and like everybody just said, they giving him time. He got all day to throw a check down. So I'm going with our offensive line.
Okay.
I got to go with ours too. We actually showed up and ran the ball a little bit against LA, and that's a tough defense to run against. We've had tough defenses most of the year. I mean, I think that and even though Frank Ragnow's out for the year, I like Jonah Jackson. He's a second-year guy, pretty good left guard, and then you moved Panay over to the left tackle position. He locked up Joey Bosa in his first game. I mean, he played pretty good against Aaron Donald. It was kind of a multitude of people. They line him up all over the place.
He played the left good.
But we did really well against them, and so I don't know. Just based on production, I think that I'd take us.
Okay, I can deal with that. I'm gonna go with the homer again. Lane Johnson's
okay.
Lane Johnson's a Pro Bowler. Future Hall of Famer, one of the best right tackles in the game. Yeah, he had one bad game, but he's still Lane Johnson. Kelsey's like always been one of the best centers in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's still there. So as long as those two guys are on that line, with Mailata, who's an up and coming left tackle. He's had like one bad game, but he's been hurt, coming off injury a little bit. Landon Dickerson is a rookie. He's getting better every game. That's all you can expect from a rookie. And then we got a good swing tackle in Driscoll, who's actually playing the right guard. But just off of the Lane Johnson Kelsey thing, I feel like those are two veterans that's been doing it for a long time at a high level. And if you guys, like you said, a lot of your good best linemen are out, even though your line is playing good. A lot of those best guys, star players, are out for you guys in that line. So I'm gonna go with the Philadelphia Eagles. But you guys still win again.
I wonder would Jalen Hurts agree with you?
Shot fired. Oh, goodness.
We go see you on Sunday when big number 99 come rolling through, and we got number 55 like my man Jim got on right now, the young fella Derek Barnes. Because
hold on, I got him on the phone. Hold on. No, he says no. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Hurts
said
no.
He said no. Sorry.
Yeah,
that was
what
a good
I'm
one.
talking about.
Who do you guys think in the chat right now? Who has the better offensive line, the Eagles or the Lions? Put an L for Lions, an E for Eagles. Let's go to the defensive line, because I know this is where we're going to win. We got one of the best defensive lines in the league. We got Mr. Hargraves, who's one of the best defensive tackles playing this year in the league. He gets a lot of pressures, a lot of sacks. We got Fletcher Cox, who's a Pro Bowler. Sweat and Barnett on them ends. I'm going to go Eagles D-line here. But you guys can tell me a little bit about yours and if you guys choose yours.
We have some people out on ours, but I like Aleem McNeil as a nose. He's a draft pick. He's a rookie. Levi Onzarike is in that mix. Julian Acquire. Romeo's out for the year now too, so it's like it gets a little repetitive after a while. But I think we got a pretty decent defensive line. I don't think we got a secondary, but our defensive line isn't bad. What do you guys think?
I agree. Our defensive line is pretty good. Some of them are young, but I mean, you got Trey Flowers, you got Aleem McNeil, you got Williams. I mean, it's a rotation. I mean, a lot of the young guys are playing above. They're playing pretty good for rookies, but probably Phillies might have a little better overall line than us because of the experience. But I think by next year we'll have a better D line than Philly does right now.
Yeah, I think that just with the Fletcher Cox thing, I think with him and the other defensive tackle, I think that they kind of just kind of with the experience and the long term play, I just think we're still a little green on that defensive line.
I do too.
I just think that with experience and you guys got the defensive line on this one.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Kurt actually. If you look at our defensive pressure when they go 4 down, it's not actually there's pressure, but there's not a lot of contact with a quarterback, whereas Philly's got a lot more experience with that and statistically is better. So if you're going, say, the 4 or 5 down D-line versus D-line, I'm going to go with Philly. However, our offensive line's been playing pretty good, all things considered. So I think that part's actually going to be a lot more even matchup. But yeah, defense versus defensive line, specifically those guys, I'm probably going to give Philly kind of a small edge on this one.
Yeah.
I give Philly the edge
Yeah.
too. I just wanted to make sure I told you because I don't think I said it.
No, I like the point that you said. I like our offensive line versus y'all's defensive line. Y'all even got one of our guys over there, Brandon Graham. I don't know if he's been playing or not, but I know he's
He
over
hurt,
there.
man.
But
He's
no,
out for
yeah,
the
you
season.
guys definitely got the names, but our guys is hungry, man. I think our front seven might be playing better than y'all collectively, but y'all probably got a better defensive line right now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now let's go to the one that I'm not so proud of at all, and that's the linebacker spot. You know,
We aren't either.
our linebackers are hot trash. You know what I'm saying? Like they get lots of tackles, man. They get lots of tackles. You cannot, steer away from the numbers. If you look at the numbers, it looks a lot better than the players itself. You know what I'm saying? We need a real linebacker on our squad. We just don't have one. These guys are too small. They're getting taken advantage of. They don't meet nobody in the hole and lay no hits on nobody. They like to tackle 5 yards after the line of scrimmage.
I can give you Tavai's number if you want.
He's in New England though.
He's
No,
New England. Yeah, he's in New England.
Oh, no.
He got it.
I heard he wants to play for you though.
So I don't know. I'm gonna hear what you guys got to say about your linebackers before I make my decision. Because right now I think they're hot trash, and unless you guys tell me that your linebackers are hot trash, then we might have some kind of argument there.
Now I will say this: the linebacking core played a lot better last week, and then they probably played their best game collectively as a unit last week against the Rams, where they really shut down the run. They covered as best as they could, but Anzalone had a really good. I think he played the best game of his career last week. I think it was a better matchup for Reeves Maben with the smaller, faster lineup in Philly. With the Rams. So that's why he played a lot. But we got a young fella that Derek Barnes guy. That guy's going to be a superstar, and his upside is way, way up. So I'm going to pick the Lions linebacking core for this one, just because of the fact that the way that Aaron Glenn has them playing in the system right now. So I think that we see them step up last week, and I think it's going to be elevated in the game against you guys on Sunday.
I got to agree with Kurt on that one. I think our linebackers were hot trash for the first couple games, but ever since we got rid of Jamie Collins, we've gone up about 5 notches. We're letting the young guys get in there now, and we're actually covering a little bit. We're making tackles. Sometimes they're a few yards downfield, but we've been blitzing with linebackers too, and that's actually improving every week, I think. So we're not great, but we're not hot trash anymore.
Yeah, I'm right with Wes on this one. If you would have given Derek Barnes the start at the beginning of the season and Collins wouldn't have played, think about how much further along he'd be now.
Yep.
The amount of times I was yelling at the TV, like, please put in Barnes. I was texting people while watching, and, it's just like, what the hell's going on? Because Colin just looks like he has his feet in cement or something. I don't even know what that was all about. But and Anzalone, I think he's finally starting to get comfortable in this defense. And I think him paired with Reeves Maben, who I've been really happy with. I've been preaching his name for years for him to get a chance, because the few times they put him in the last few years, they put him in these goal line situations, which I always thought was really strange because he's such a small guy, but he's so quick. He doesn't always get the tackle, but he detours or at least gets a touch on the guy and throws him off. So, yeah, they're young and they're a little raw, but man, I'm telling you, like the last couple of games, I saw a big jump, big jump. And if we're going off hot trash versus young, I'm going young and hungry versus hot trash every day of the week.
Man, the chat is giving your linebackers the business right now.
No, they are. I'm telling you, they're the Eagle fans. There's all Eagle fans telling you that. Can we skip the linebacker position, please? Like, we do not need to talk about these guys. They're not even worth it. You know what? Just hearing enough from what you guys said. I'm going with you guys linebackers too, just because I've heard enough. You know what I'm saying, from you guys. But whoever hasn't spoke on it can speak on it. But I've heard enough. I'm picking you guys linebackers as well. But whoever hasn't talked can go ahead and do that.
LL?
Yeah. No, Matt gonna be real short and sweet. I'm rolling with ours. We got Barnes over there. We got Anzalone stepped up. And Jeremy Reeves Maben. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I like ours too. I think Barnes is very instinctual too. He has a nose for the ball. He can also cover too. And he's very intense. He hits hard. Anzalone's picking it up. And Jalen Reeves-Maybin, I totally agree with you, PC. I thought he needed a chance from a long time ago, but he's so good on special teams, they wanted to keep him there. I think that's why they didn't give him an opportunity. But man, he looks good too. So I got to give it to us.
Yeah, and that last regime that he really played for, they played bigger linebackers. They played a lot of big guys, and he was kind of the odd man out, being only about 235 pounds. He was the odd man out. They played linebackers. They had Tavai up at 270 or something like that, something around that area. I mean, we have really big, slow linebackers in the last regime.
Yeah, we went full on conversion in the last season till now, from weight to speed, full conversion, and it's starting to really pay dividends.
Definitely, yeah.
Nice. Well, let's go to cornerbacks because we got boy Big Play Slay over here leading the way for our cornerbacks, and then we picked up Steven Nelson from Pittsburgh, and Avonte Maddox has actually been playing really good. Slot
Nelson barbecue chicken
slot corner there. So I like our corners. What do you guys think about your corners?
They suck. No, I'm just kidding.
They're young.
It's not that. The thing is we've had so many people hurt. I mean, Jeff Okudah, the number 3 overall pick, who's really not that good anyway. But he's hurt. He's out for the year. And then Ifeatu Melifonwu is out for the year. And we just got the phenomenal AJ Parker is out now for a while. So we have all these injuries, but Jared Jacobs is really good. And help me, PC, with the Warrior thing. Yeah.
Warrior. Say it with me, Jim. Warrior.
Sounds like
Sounds like my dog when he's hungry.
Yeah, but I gotta take you guys. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Looking at our corners, we're just young. We're green. We're playing a lot of undrafted free agents. You're probably young guys. The veteran on our secondary is Amani Oruwariye, who is actually tied 3rd in the league in interceptions with 3. But as far as them as a unit is concerned, I have to go with you guys just with the fact of you have a guy who shuts down a whole side of a field, and we don't have that in Detroit. Darius Slay can shut a whole side of a field down right now. So, I mean, you look at it, no receiver has had even 100 yards on him all season. So you look at what Darius Slay is doing over there in that secondary, just with that. And when I miss Big Play in Detroit. That's my dude right there.
I do.
Yeah,
too.
And he has a place in my heart because I sent Quandre Diggs something to sign for me one time in training camp, and not only did he sign it, Slay signed it, Quinn signed it, Glover Quinn, and then the one guy signed it. I was like, oh, well, he signed it. Well, thanks. But Nevin Lawson signed it too. But all those guys, but Slay always have a special place in my heart for that. So that guy can just ball. And to see where he was when he came in as a rookie to where he is at now, man, I just like Slay. So I will give it to you guys on the cornerback position. Yeah.
I have to agree with that too. Philly's got the nod on this one. We got too many injuries, and the guys that are playing are way too young and too green. But they're getting better every week. We got a good cornerbacks coach back there in Aubrey Pleasant. He's getting what he can out of them, but they're too green.
Home, baby. Yeah. Yeah, Wes, you got it, man. That's exactly what I was saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with these guys. I miss Slay, I miss Diggs. Those, losing those guys to the Quinn Trasha organization. Just, they lost them over attitudes, over stuff that you do when you're 16 on the playground, and it's unfortunate. But what we've got is a bunch of kids that wouldn't be playing on any other team. They're playing on our team because we don't have anybody else, even healthy with Okudah. I still give it to you. I still give it to you guys. I believe Okudah. Yeah, Okudah is. He's out.
Achilles injury.
I don't know about Parker. We don't know yet. It sounds like it's going to be long term, but we don't know. So, I mean, we don't have anybody. That's just what it comes down to. I'm not trying to make excuses. We just don't even like. You're asking a question like, a team versus an empty room. Really, and I like Jacobs. I think he's doing some good things. He got lit up a little bit. We're talking Cooper Kupp, so that's not real a fair comparison. But undrafted rookie like that, I think he's doing a good job. So yeah, we got pieces coming. So again, ask me in 2 years, and then I'll give you a solid answer. But we need to draft, man. We need to draft some people in there, and then we'll see what happens.
Man, I got faith in our guys, man. We ain't let Jamar Chase run all crazy on us like that. We've been holding guys. People been getting off, but it ain't been so bad. But and that's out. I don't know, man. I've never been really sold on Slay. I know he got and I didn't know he ain't allowed a 100-yard receiver this year. So I want to make sure I state that before I diss him some more. But medium play Slay, man. And what's the other guy? Who'd you say?
Medium play Slay.
What's the other guy? What's the other corner? Nelson is barbecue chicken.
Slay,
that boy
man.
is food. That guy.
I gotta write that down.
Man, but y'all, I don't know, man. I think our secondary overall hasn't played as worse as they could, especially in the last two games. They held on real tough against Cincinnati, and they looked real good last week. But in this game, I'm picking us. But I guess overall, maybe y'all.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, I see. Real quick, I'm sorry, but I mean, I see. You see the amount of time Stafford was really having to pick his targets. So that says a lot about our young guys. I'm not saying that they're absolute garbage. And I think the only reason they're not is because of Aubrey Pleasant. That's the only reason these young guys, because he knows what he's doing. I can't wait to see him with, guys in their third, fourth year down the road. I can't wait to see how he coaches up. Because if he can do that with the talent we got now, just to be competitive in those types of games, then I think we're doing okay. I'm not hating on them, but at the same time.
No, I'm not. They're just too young and green. But like you said, Pleasant's getting the most out of these guys. These guys use a boxing analogy. They're punching above their weight. With guys like Jerry Jacobs, and they're playing well above what they should be. You look at and the guy that really has been disappointing to me is the veteran we brought in. Worley is playing terrible back there in the secondary. He's getting trashed. I mean, I was like, I saw him getting walked all the whole game last week, and that was really his first action. So
every time the camera was on him, it was head down, shoulders down after a score, walking to the sideline. That was him on TV.
Worley was terrible
for real.
Game. So he was so the young. I like our young guys, but as far as top to bottom, what I'm saying that as far as the talent category, I have to give it to you guys, top to bottom in heart category and effort. I'm gonna give it to the Lions, of course.
Well, we do got a really good pass defense in the secondary in terms of that. We went in against a lot of good top receivers and tight ends out the lead that we've held them all in check for the most part. That's not except for what's his name, Tyreek Hill. He kind of went off on us, but we were in the zone in that game, and then we didn't have Slay on them. The last 2-3 weeks, we've been putting Slay on the top receiver and been shutting that guy down pretty well. So, what I'm saying? I'm going with us.
I got a bet for you. I bet you a Coney dog or maybe two Conies to a cheesesteak that if we score a passing touchdown, it's on Nelson.
Flint Coney or Detroit Coney?
It's on
Detroit
who?
Coney. Pontiac Coney.
Nah, man.
Okay, I'm going Flint.
Play Slay?
Flint Coney's is bad.
Pontiac Coney's, baby. The end times got the best Coney's in America. But
No, because man, after the last game, I can't make no bets. Okay, go 33 for 36 or something like that. He only had 3 incompletions and 2 of them were throwaways and 1 was an interception. So I can't say anything about our pass defense right now. Not enough confidence behind it to bet him. But hey, I don't know. I don't really think it's gonna be on big play Slay though. I'm gonna say that because those touchdowns weren't on big play Slay. They were on Nelson Island over there. So I'm still confused if I really like him or not. What I'm saying? He played some good games. He played some suspect games. So I'm kind of on the fence with Nelson Island. But, overall, our secondary has been a lot better this year. So, what I'm saying? So I'm going to go with us. for the cornerback. Safeties, I hope Harris is back. McLeod's really good. He's just got back this year. He's playing some good inspired football. When Anthony Harris is playing, he's playing some good football this year. I really like our two safeties that we have back there. Who you guys got for safety again?
We'll trade you Will Harris for him. Well, you still get a Harris. We get your Harris, you get our Harris. Oh yeah, we'll trade you.
No, we need Anthony. We're gonna keep.
Yeah,
that.
we're playing with playing with like a half of like a 3/4 of a safety right now. So yeah, with Tracy Walker. So I mean, Tracy Walker, his game has stepped up definitely. He's one of the highest rated safeties in the league as far as PFF is concerned. So, and I don't put much onus on that, but he is one of the top rated safeties right now. The way he's been playing, but if you look at that, that's our box safety. On our back end safeties have been torched. So I'm gonna say a wash on this one. I'm gonna say it's a wash. I'm not gonna pick it's a wash. It's a wash. Just because of the fact that you guys can give up plays and when on this in the safety spot as well. So I think it's a wash with our guys and you guys.
Okay.
I kind of got to agree with that. I'm not a big fan of Will Harris. Dean Marlowe is another guy, and just another guy. And for me, I don't know. I think Tracy Walker, I'm not as big of a fan of Tracy Walker as some people are. I don't think his coverage skills are that good, but he can lay the wood, man. That dude can hit. Yeah, watch out if somebody's over the middle because that dude will lay them out. He really will. So for me, I think I've got to draw too. I don't see either team have an advantage here, to be honest.
Yeah, I got to agree with that. Tracy Walker, he's okay. He can lay a hit, make some mistakes sometimes. Will Harris is just hot trash, so I'm not a big he's no good. But I mean, I've only seen Philly play once this year. I don't know how bad your safeties are, but ours are average at best.
Yep, I'm right with Wes. I'm a little more high on Walker. I think that Patricia had him on a leash, and I don't think that's the case anymore. You even hear stories and see things where he's having live input during the game, saying, "Hey, let me do this, let me do that," and they let him. They basically let him loose, and he's made some good decisions. There's a reason he's rated as well as he is, but yeah, Harris is garbage. And I'm telling you right now, within the first 3 rounds, we are picking a safety next year. It's going to happen because we easily within the first 3 rounds. So I'm going wash on this. I think both ends are going to get lit up. Well, maybe not because Goff can't throw more than 10 yards. So your safeties are going to look better than our safeties, but I think it's a wash.
I think we got the best safety in the game on Sunday. I think Tracy Walker is going to be the best safety on the field.
Better than McLeod and Harris?
Yeah. Playing better right now than he's the best safety. He's going to be the best safety on the field. He's playing the best out of all the safeties. Of all of those guys is going to be out there on Sunday. That's my opinion.
Yeah, he's rated the highest of all the safeties that's on the field on Sunday.
I think he's just been playing. I think he's been playing over the last 2 games especially. He's looked okay to me. But I can't really speak outside of that. So I guess I'll go with you guys.
It's a wash.
All right. So now we'll get to
yeah. I'm sorry. I wash.
Whoa. I gonna say you go with us then. Or you say you go with your boys with the wash.
Yeah,
right?
Okay. I see how you doing it. I see how we're doing it. And since all you guys are washing, I'm going with the 2 Pro Bowlers, the 2 guys that I know have been doing it for a long time, and McLeod and Harris. So I just now met that guy you just talked about, the other guy that you said is a hard hitter. So, all right. So let's see. Position-wise, I think you guys, what are we sitting at? Maybe kind of like even if you want to add all of them together there. You know what I'm saying? The teams that we have different positions that have better, but overall probably one about the same. Let's go with the tiebreaker being the coaching staff.
Oh, I got ours.
I got it. I got to go with MCDC, baby.
Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell. Hey, I'm going to go with Dan Campbell too.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I love the way it wasn't that we went for for it, with two fake punts and an onside kick. It was the fact that we executed all that and succeeded on all those things. That's not easy to do.
Yeah, and you got McVay over there going, calm down. You saw him like on the sideline. They went to him. He's like, "Hey, buddy, this is not how it's going to be the whole game. Calm down. This is not the team we're." You could just tell he was like, "Shit, I didn't see this coming." The fact that we executed that, and watching that's all I needed. We could have lost. We did lose, but we could have lost right there, and I've been like, "Yeah, you got McVay rattled. I'm good to go, man." So anyway, sorry, it's way off subject, but
No,
yeah,
I
coaching
saw that
staff.
too.
I
Yeah,
thought that
dude.
was going to be a blowout for real. I didn't expect you guys to be doing
Oh, no.
do that good.
I did not
We
expect
thought it was going to be a blowout.
Yeah,
I honestly thought we was gonna win because that's just
Yeah.
to me that's the most Lions thing that would happen. They would go out and look like world beaters in that game.
and then lose the rest of the season. Yeah, that's usually how it
That'd
works.
be the inspired win.
Yeah.
Beat Stafford for leaving
Right.
us.
And make
Wait,
it make
We were
him
doing
look
good.
bad.
I mean, we're doing good except for third and Goff. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't want to get in that. That's your key to victory. If you can stop our run game,
Right.
get us in over 3rd and 5, we're finished.
Yeah, let's go.
Unless
let's
you
Trick Derek off
get
and
all you
not
guys
throw it to
3
the
keys
running
to
back.
victory that you guys think.
what?
What are your 3 keys to victory for the game?
Okay, for us, running game, being able to get pressure on your quarterback, that's 2 of them, and then I think third for us is coaching. I think third for us is making the right decision at the right time, and not being stopped in the red zone all the time. So I think I gave 4. Sorry about that.
That's all good.
Yeah. 3 keys to the victory. Win a turnover battle. Definitely do that. Put Jalen Hurts in the hurt locker. You know what I'm saying? Pressure him all game. Run multiple set. I kind of do like what we did against Stafford, where you have multiple looks where you're blitzing multiple different players out of the same look. So you're having different pressures out of the same type of formation. So I like that with Aaron Glenn and run the ball, and then you finish with that, run the ball some more. So
Yep.
that's what I got.
Yeah, I got to agree with most of those too. I think we have to get pressure on their quarterback. We have to run the ball. As Jim would say, we can't get in 3rd and Goff or we're done. Because then he'll choke, he'll fumble, or he'll do something. Like our defense is getting a little better every week. They're not going to stop everybody, but I mean they're improving every week. They're young, they're green, but they're giving a hell of an effort out there. But we have a chance to win this game. It could happen. We should have beat Baltimore and Minnesota, except for long field goals. I mean, we've been in most of the games.
And who loses the game on a doink 66-yard NFL record doink field goal? I can't even. That's a doink. Doink. It hit the crossbar. It bounced in. Only happens to the Lions because usually it bounces out. It bounced in. That's a Lions loss for the ages.
But don't forget they completed a 4th and 19 just before the doink field goal.
Yep.
Oh, the one
Make
with
it happen. And Baltimore,
the one with the false start and the
they never
and the
called,
delay of game.
Yeah, delay of game wasn't called. Yeah, I mean, whatever. That's Lions luck.
Yeah.
All right, so back on track, right? Three keys to victory: score in the red zone, score in the red zone, and score in the freaking red zone. That's all we got to do. We've proven that we can run the ball. We've proven that we can stop the run in most cases. We've proven that we have good special teams. We've proven that we can execute on special teams. We've proven that for the most part, if we don't give the quarterback 10 seconds, we can do fairly well in midfield passes. We can do all those things and stay in games. We've proven that. What we can't do is score in the red zone. We haven't been able to do that all season for the most part. So you can run the ball down to the 20-yard line and stop throwing the ball at the 20-yard line. Just keep running the ball, and we're going to win this game.
I like that. My 3 will be number 1, throw at Nelson. Number 2, win the trenches on both sides of the ball, offense and defensive line. And number 3, Swaggy and Swifty all day.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. Hey, what I'm saying, and I just say what Jim said. Shout out to all the, Prowl Nation that showed up in the chat.
You guys came strong today. We got 30 in this chat right now. 31, it says. man, shout out to all you Detroit Lion fans for coming in, checking out the show. Much appreciated. Hope you felt welcome here on the Bird Game Nation Sports Talk. You know what I'm saying? We try to make all fans welcome because, you know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them content creators that like to hate on everybody. I like just talking some good football and having as many people on here as possible so we can have a good football conversation.
Yeah, definitely. We appreciate you, man.
It has been. And guys, Lions fans, I have a challenge for you. All the Lions fans are in the chat right now. If you can hit the subscribe button and really help out the channel, I want you to do that. I think everybody's hit the like button. And if you haven't yet, please hit that like button and show up and show out for Prowl Nation.
And Eagles fans, too. Their link is inside the chat as well. Go hit that subscribe for Detroit Lions on the Prowl and, help their content get their channel built a lot more, be a lot more effective, and have some new subscribers over there, have some Eagle fans over there, so we can talk about this game on Sunday with them on their channel, after the game's over. So that'd be a good thing to do too.
That'd be fun.
All right. Yeah,
Sounds
definitely.
good.
So there was another question I seen. Give me 3 rookies that impressed you the most so far.
That's easy because all our team is pretty much rookies. So
Yeah,
there you go.
That's easy. That's easy.
I got
about 5 or 6.
Derek Barnes. I got Derek Barnes. Oh, wow. Panay Sewell would be another one. You know what? I'm going to give it to Jerry Jacobs over the last few weeks. He's an undrafted free agent, but man, that guy's playing really well right now. We have pretty much a lot of rookies. So everybody else want to take another rookie? Because we got plenty.
Yeah.
AJ Parker, Melifonwu, like all our draft picks are doing well that have got
all of
them. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Our best players are all young.
Yeah, most of our guys are young. Jerry Jacobs, Panay Sewell, and shout out to Panay Sewell, who had to tell Aaron Donald, "I ain't no punk bitch." So I'm loving it.
I seen that. That was
man,
tight.
Panay Sewell. So that's my guy right there.
Here.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Everybody keeps saying that. Is that exactly what he said, or is that kind of what he was getting at?
That's kind of what.
It's like a.
I'd love to hear what he said, man.
Whatever he said,
was basically was saying, yeah.
And he was bigger than Donald,
said. Jonah Jackson was like, "Whoa."
Yeah.
I backed it up like 5 times to try to read his lips, and I couldn't figure out what he was saying.
Yeah. But
know
Jonah
what he was
Jackson. The Panay Sewell. I think, like you said, AJ Parker, another rookie, Jerry Jacobs. I mean, we just got a lot of young guys. You can name about 5 or 6 guys that Derek Barnes that our draft picks are playing because hell, everybody else is hurt, so they can't do nothing but have them in the game right now.
Yeah, I'm right with these guys. Just gonna echo this. Derek Barnes, number 1 for me. Close seconds, Panay Sewell, if not tied for first. And I really like St. Brown. I wish he played more. Every time I see him out there, he's doing something right. I don't know if he's had but maybe 1 holding penalty against him the entire season. And for a small guy like that gets stuck blocking most of the time, that's pretty impressive. So those are my 3.
I'm going to go with Panay Sewell, of course, number 1. If I can tie it for my number 2, I want to go with. Well, no, my number 3 would be tied, but my number 2 would be Derek Barnes, and my number 3, if I can have 2 of them, it'd be our young guys in the middle, Levi Onwuzurike and Lee McNeil. I like them both.
I forgot about those guys. I forgot about those the 2 big fellas.
Yeah,
it's draft picks. Yeah, those and they eat up space. And Onwuzurike has been playing really well as of late. He was hurt early in the year. And then Lee McNeil's coming on too in that run game, holding those guys.
Nobody's running down the middle. You don't see it very often.
Well, we don't even run the ball, guys, so
we don't have to worry about that then.
For real, I wish
wish
we did. Like, it would help out Jalen, help out everybody so much. I wish our coach, he had 10 days to figure it out, and he couldn't figure it out in 10 days. I doubt he's going to figure it out in 6, but we could always hope, what I'm saying? We could always hope that he still has the best saved up to go on this little stretch that we got going here late in the season. So we'll see what happens.
Everybody finds their offensive traction against us somehow.
For real, they do. Everybody gets better when they play us.
So hopefully that
Hey,
works out
I
for
got
us.
this. Richie in the chat says Sixers play Pistons this Thursday. You'll win that one too. And that's another 0 for team right now is our Detroit Pistons without Cade Cunningham.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So do you guys think it's going to be a high-scoring game, a defensive battle, or do you think the defenses are both going to be trash and the offenses are going to put up a lot of points?
I don't think this is
Low-scoring
a
game,
high-scoring
high-scoring
game.
game.
I don't
Give
think
me
it's
a
a
score
high-scoring
prediction.
game.
No.
I think
Actually-
Detroit wins 21-17.
I had that. I had pretty much the same score, so that's the same thing for me. Mine is 20-17 though. So
looking at the over under for this game is for only 48 points. I'm probably looking at 24-13 Lions.
and I got Lions as well.
Yeah. This is one of the 3 games that I had on my list that we might win this year. And I think it came down to, I really was holding off to see what the injuries are going to be like. But I really think I'm on the board of these guys. I don't think it's going to be a high scoring game. I think you're going to see the Lions run the ball after last week. They're going to try to really grind out the game. And you saw like 9-minute drives last Sunday. So you're going to see a lot of that. So I don't think there's going to be enough time in this game for that to be the high scoring. So I'm probably going to be in that 21-17 Lions area, but that could go either way. I think it's going to be a really tight game. So I mean, it could go, Philly 21-17 Lions. It could go either way. So I think it's going to be right in that area.
Like so last second 70 field goal for you guys. No, I'm kidding.
No, yeah. Honestly, Bird Gang, I think it could go either of those ways. It could be a defensive game. It could be like 19-17. It could be both. Everybody just want to get off that game. It could be like 45-42 or something. It could be one of the games like it's being maybe right in the middle. I don't know. If I got to pick, I'm hoping it'd be a better game offensively for us. So let's say Lions 28. What if I got to pick a score? Lions 28, Eagles 20.
Nice. Well, I think that it should be a really good game. I'm hoping that our coach can get it together to the point where we can score some touchdowns on the offensive side of the ball. I got the Birds 31, the Lions 28. I think we just squeak it out with a late game field goal or something like that. Or a late game touchdown to take over the lead, or whichever way it happens. But I do think we can pull out this win and get back on the winning track this week. And I do not want to lose. If we lose to Detroit, man, I feel like people need pink slips. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the head coach need a pink slip, the defensive coordinator need a pink slip, and then maybe 2 or 3 players need to get traded before the trading deadline. That's how bad I think it's gotten for my team. So
Trade them up.
And that tells you how bad it is for us, right?
Yeah, get ready.
But
for
like
some
you
pink
guys
stuff.
said, you guys are like that 0-7, but you guys are 0-7 with a bunch of young players, you know what I'm saying? And a coach that's actually building some culture over there, you know what I'm saying? These young players are going to develop. The coach is already being established here. Like, we got 2 coaches that don't even know nothing, it seems like, about football and at a pro level, and we got a lot of veterans on our team. You know what I'm saying? That these are these guys' last couple of years in the league. You expect them to be putting out a better product on the field, since they are veterans and leaders like that. So, I don't know, man. I think, if Nick Sirianni can't call a good, we shouldn't be 8 weeks into the season and not have an identity on offense. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be 8 weeks into the season and our defense still playing the same soft defense, cover 2 defense that everybody in the league's been tearing apart, and you haven't made adjustments. You don't blitz. We don't have the linebackers to play the defense you want, and you're not making adjustments to put these players in better situations.
You just described the last 2 years in Detroit. You just described to a T what the Patricia regime did to a T. So we're glad to be out of that too. I feel bad for you, man, because having those veteran players in there that kind of know what the hell they're doing with coaches that don't, that's got to be demoralizing to the team. It's way worse than a bunch of young kids that don't know, something from a hole in the ground and they just want to play football. It's a whole different situation. So when you got a coaching staff like you got, man, I feel for you. I do. And I don't want you guys to lose to Detroit either. In a sense, I feel bad for you, but man, I'm telling you, 0-7 don't feel so good. So we'd love to beat you.
And that's the other thing too. You guys are hungry. You guys played all these close games, and you're 0-7. So a team like that is just waiting for that first taste of victory. You know what I'm saying? Just waiting for it. And I tell a lot of people, I wouldn't be shocked if we lose, just for the simple fact, if we don't change our coaching, I can't see us winning too many more games the rest of the season. Just because it's not it's not a winning formula. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what the play. When your players are coming out on national TV, telling everybody that the scheme that we're playing, is not working. I'm not able to play at a high level because this scheme's garbage, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, it tells you something. When you have Fletcher Cox, I've never even heard Fletcher Cox come out and talk bad about anybody, especially no coaches. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had the sticks defense for years. It won us the Super Bowl, yes, but it still had its flaws, to the point where you expected someone to say something about it, and they never did. But to have these guys come out, even McLeod was like, we got to learn to disguise things better, even no matter what plays called and things like that. Like, that's bad. You got Dallas Goddard saying, I don't know why we don't run the ball more. Devontae Smith after a game, man, I wish we run the ball more. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are all-star players talking about both sides of the ball, coaches basically. You know what I'm saying? That you guys got these garbage plays, these garbage schemes, and you guys are making us look bad. A big thing I look at Jalen Hurts' progression. Last year, he only played 4 games with the B team, and everybody thought he was the next coming at quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loved the way he played. His quarterback percentage was a little down, but they gave him credit because he had these backups, scout team players when he was doing it, but he was still putting up big numbers. You know what I'm saying? You look at the game against Cardinals where he threw for 350 and ran for 100 yards. You know what I'm saying? Like, we beat the number 1 defense in the Saints, things like that. But then you come back this year and it looks like he's been digressing as the season has been going on. You know what I'm saying? And that, to me, is coaching. You know what I'm saying? You know what he can do good. We ran a traditional offense last year, and that's what he was really good at doing. And you're trying to run this RPO offense. I think the only other team that runs RPOs nearly as much as we do is the Chiefs, and you see their record too. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing that great either, and they're a high-powered team. You know what I'm saying? Patty Mahomes over there with 16 turnovers already, for the season. Like, that's kind of crazy, and no one's talking about bench, Patrick Mahomes. He's the face of the franchise. No one's saying bench him, but everybody's like, Hurts sucks. I don't think Hurts sucks. You know what I'm saying?
He
I
only
think
had 10 starts.
he's only had 10 starts, 11 starts. And if no one was really that great. There's been a couple quarterbacks that have great rookie years, but usually on average, a lot of quarterbacks struggle their first year, getting the first year in the NFL. And the coaching is not helping them out at all, like 0%. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, we had this. I'm sorry, go ahead, man.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying we used to have this guy named Matthew Stafford on our team.
Yeah.
And
terrible quarterback.
And for over a decade, they didn't know how to build a team around him. And somehow he has this these emotions of steel where he barely ever gets upset. And he was inside. And look what he's doing with a good coaching staff and a team around him now. He's the talk of the league. So yeah, it has everything to do with coaching. Because you got these veteran guys that are starting to talk, and it's not good talk. And that kind of stuff is infectious through the locker room and not in a good way. Mm-hmm. So, that I've seen it. That happened here. It drove players out of Detroit. You got one of them, and I miss him. So we understand completely, and hopefully they can learn from that, and the ownership can turn it around. But finally, we are, and I think that's the only reason I have hope. Because if this was Matt Patricia again, and we're 0-7, I'm having a hard time keeping the TV turned on. Real hard time. So, hope the best for you guys, but on our side of it, at least they finally started making the right decisions.
Facts.
The Lions, man, they've played some tough teams. San Francisco, Green Bay, Baltimore, Chicago, Minnesota, the Bengals, and then LA. Every one of those games is just crazy. The Baltimore had to beat us with a 66-yard field goal, last second field goal for the Vikings, and that was his longest ever. And that set a record. That's two times over 50 yards that the Lions got beat by a field goal. That's an NFL record.
So bad that we went and got Prater because we didn't want him to beat us.
Yeah, we had some games that I feel like we shot ourselves in the foot more than we actually lost. Like I said, we played some good teams too our first 6 game. The first 6 game was our hardest part of the schedule. You know what I'm saying? We had the Niners, you had Tampa Bay, you had Dallas Cowboys, you had, Carolina, who was good at the moment when we were playing them, they were still playing good. I think they were like 4-1 or something like that. Kansas City, all these guys like that, where it's like, okay. The Raiders, I wasn't even thinking the Raiders were going to be as good as they are right now at this point of the season. I thought that was going to be a win on our record before the season started. I'm like, oh, we got the Raiders. That's when our nice little stretch starts. But no, they came out and put a whooping on us. So, what were you guys' 2021 predictions for your team this year?
I think 5-12.
Yeah, I thought we'd win 5 or 6 games, but now we've got 15 guys on injured reserve, so I had to change my pick down to maybe 3 wins. I mean, we're playing a bunch of rookies and undrafted free agents. I mean, they're playing above their pay grade. I mean, they're actually giving an effort out there, but we're not going to win more than 3 games.
Like you started out with 5-12, and now you're going to 3.
Yeah, there's a lot of
wins.
injuries. There's a lot of
Yeah,
injuries.
a ton of injuries. I started out between 5 and 7 wins. Now I'm down to about 3 and 14. What my prediction is for the season. Yeah.
I was between 3 and 6, and I always leave that space because of injuries. And the more injuries we get, the less the more I take it down. So I'm at 3 now, but I mean, I was at 6 max, and I would have been happy with that. But 3 is where I'm at now. If maybe just 2. I mean, if we can beat you guys, we have a chance to get 3. If we lose on Sunday to you guys, I think we're at 2 wins max.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
My bad. Go ahead, big boy.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah. I mean, out of those 15 guys on injured reserve, 7 of them were starters. I mean, it's pretty rough.
And not just starters. We're talking Pro Bowl centers. We're talking, we're talking first string.
Good left tackle, best 2 wide receivers, best 2 offensive linemen.
Yeah, it's not just guys going down. It's the best guys we have are all down, and that's the biggest problem.
Right. Right. I thought, but in the beginning of the season, I was saying anywhere from 10 to 11. I'm also a very, very, very hopeful fan. Hopium all day.
I am over here.
Yeah.
But and now I can't. It's hard for me to pick because what I think they're doing, what I want them to do. You know what I'm saying? I want them to. They might end up winning like 3 or 4, but I don't want them to win 3 or 4. I want to win 2. Only reason why 2 because not 16 because I don't want to be the first team to win or to lose 16 games in the season twice. And 1 because, or that's why I want 2, but and I only wanted 2 because I want the number 1 pick.
I went over to LL's house at midnight a couple weeks ago, and I stole all his Kool-Aid, so he couldn't drink it no more. So now he's got to be realistic.
I got some more. I'm just waiting.
Yeah. So
I
mean,
Eagles 12-5 going into the season. And then I still like it. Honestly, if we lose to you guys, it's gonna be a whole nother prediction. But I still think we can get to 10-7. With the schedule we have left, we might lose to the Chargers, you know what I'm saying? And then we might lose to Dallas again at the end, depending on how we're playing, or one of those NFC teams, just because the NFC East is always competitive no matter what record, is going on there. I think we're gonna sweep the Giants, but maybe the Washington football team get lucky with us or something like that. So I still think we can get the 10-7, 9-8.
I don't think we can.
But like I said, if we play like we've been playing,
well, at least we know that Hopium isn't just reserved for Detroit Lions fans.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, I gotta find out where you live and steal your Kool-Aid too, because I mean, the only thing worse than being like 8-8 and not making a wild card, the only thing worse than that is going to the first round, losing, and stuck with a pick you get, and that's the way I see it. Like, I'd rather be. I hate it. I hate saying this as a Lions fan. I'd rather be the first 0-17 team and have a first round pick than be middle of the pack and get nothing for it. If that makes any sense. I understand there's a lot more to it than that. I guess there's development of players and there's keeping the morale of the team up. There's so many factors to that. So I know that's a blanket statement, but statistically speaking, I'd rather have the choice of the pick of the litter than being stuck in the middle of the pack with nothing to show for it. That's just where I'm at this point in the season.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I hate when the Eagles, we didn't freaking make the playoffs, but then we're like drafting 16, 17 every year. You know what I'm saying? Not doing anything else before we actually went to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I don't like that pick either. I hope it's either really good and you go to the playoffs where you have a chance to win the title, or like you said, a little bit lower of a draft pick, so you can get somebody good. Because by the 17th, 18th pick, yes, he's a first rounder, but he's not like the top 10 guys. You know what I'm saying? But next year we got 3 first rounders, hopefully, and maybe right now the way the Dolphins and Colts are playing, we could have. If you guys win, I think that takes you guys out of the number 1 pick, right?
Well, there's 5 other 1-6 teams. If we were to win, if we were to beat you guys, well, we'd be 1-7. But let's just say that stayed that way, right? We're still in the middle of 5 other teams or six teams with us that would be 1-7 at that point. So, yeah, I mean, what do you want to do, man? You want to be 1-7 or do you want to be 0-8? I'd rather be 0-8 because at that point it doesn't freaking matter. It doesn't freaking matter.
0-8 too. We agree, baby.
I bet you would.
Hey, well, what I like to do at the end of my show is do an all-time favorite team, and I think this is going to go a lot faster and smoother since there's 5 of you guys. So I'm going to give each of you guys a position. I usually go through the whole team. So a couple of guys, this is just your favorite player at the position, being a Lions fan overall. You know what I'm saying? It's not the who has the best stats for the Lions. So I'm going to go start out with you, and then we just wrap our way around. We'll start out with the quarterback. Who's your favorite Lions quarterback, and who would be backing them up?
Of all time?
Yeah. Of just
your
favorite, not the team.
It'd be Matthew Stafford, Bobby Lane.
Matthew Stafford, Bobby Lane. Okay, next. Who's
man, Jimmy stole my thunder, man.
Your favorite?
Matthew Stafford for sure, yeah.
Okay. You guys all want to do it too, or do you guys want to do position?
Oh, we can. You can just take it to the next position. Go ahead.
Okay, so the next one, you get running back. Give me 3 running backs.
3 running backs. Do we have 3 good running backs? Barry Sanders, Billy Sims, and I don't even know. I have a third.
Java Death could it be if he played more than 1 year?
Yeah.
Hey, Adrian Peterson played good with you guys.
Not really.
Nah, I'll say Reggie Bush for that 1 year he played with us.
Yeah, I like Reggie.
Okay. Next will be tight ends. Give me 2 tight ends.
2 tight ends?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go TJ. I think he's the best tight end we've had in a long time. And I'm just going to go Dan Campbell because why not?
Why not?
Good pick.
Receiver, give me 4.
4. Oh, man. Calvin Johnson, Herman Moore, Johnny Morton, and I like Roy Williams, man. I'm going Roy Williams.
Roy Williams, he was a beast back in the day. I remember Roy Williams.
Yeah, that
On
would have
offensive
been
line, each of you guys give me an offensive line since there's 5 of you guys.
an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Jeez, I'm going Panay Sewell.
Frank Ragnar.
Frank Ragnar. Yeah, so I was going with
Yeah.
I was going with Ragnar. Let's see. Is it? I don't even know if I was. I can't. That he's talking about. Yeah, I got to go with Frank Ragnar. That was my guy.
Go old school. Say Kevin Glover or something. I don't know.
There you go.
That's
Lomas
the
Brown.
route.
Yeah, I was going to shout out Lomas, but yeah, I gotta go with Ragnar, man. He's a beast.
He is a beast.
Man, who'd y'all leave me with? I'm gonna go with
Go with Jerry Ball.
all right, J Ball.
It's
I'm going
defense.
J-Ball.
Defense.
Ball was good.
I don't know.
Defense. Yeah. Defense.
Oh, he is doing defense. My fault.
Yeah.
Defensive line.
Decker. I'm gonna say.
Oh, go ahead. You said
If I
Decker?
can go first. For defensive line, I'm gonna say Sue.
Yeah. And Dominican Sue.
Okay.
Yeah, Dominic Sue. Sorry, you couldn't see my shirt.
Defensive
We need
line.
4 of them. 4 defensive line. We're going.
Dominic Sue, Robert Porsche.
Yes. Good one.
Oh, yeah.
I always forget his name. Big Baby, I used to call him. Sean Rogers. And
Sean Rogers.
and
Al Bubba Baker. Remember Al Bubba Baker
That's a
back
good
in
one.
the 80s?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say who else? If I got I don't know. That's it. Somebody
You
else
know what?
get
The
it.
young guy I like that he was in Detroit as long as enough for me was Cliff Averill. I loved Cliff Averill.
Yeah,
I loved the
Cliff
way he
Averill was
played.
good.
Cliff Averill was really good.
Honestly, when he was healthy, was really good.
Yeah, he was. He's one of our when healthy
Yeah.
guys. Yeah, he was.
Oh,
Steve-O
Grant.
with
He always
Luther
makes me do
Ellis.
this too. Someone needs to give me one
Luther Ellis
fullback
is
for
a
Grant
good
Kazir, my guy.
Corey
fullback.
Schlesinger.
Sledgehammer.
Corey.
That's it. That's it right there.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
one of the
he-
greatest
Corey
fullbacks of all
Schlesinger is
time.
my guy.
Yeah,
Dexter
he's our,
Bussey.
he's our best fullback ever.
Is it Jack Buckus, Doug English?
Oh yeah, Doug
Hospital
English.
now.
Forgot about him.
I forgot about
Jeff
English as well.
Backus.
I don't ever see Penny Sewell. Give me 3 linebackers. Whoever's next.
Chris Spielman.
Yep.
So I got Chris Spielman. I got Stephen Tulloch.
That's his name.
DeAndre
And with
Levy. I'm gonna go
DeAndre Levy.
really
Yeah,
new school.
DeAndre Levy, Chris Spielman for sure.
Okay. So
And
next
Tulloch.
is was that 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next guy, give me 3 cornerbacks.
Oh, it's got to be Dre Bly.
That's-
It's got to be my man Big Play Slay, and it's got to be y'all ain't gonna say it because y'all ain't old enough. Dick LeBeau,
I'm going to go with
Ooh.
Lem Barney in there too.
Lem
Lem
Barney.
Barney. Or
Absolutely.
Dick Night Train Lane.
Lane.
baby.
I knew that guy. That guy's a beast.
Yeah. I was gonna say Dre Bly.
Dre Bly played good
Dre
ball
Bly,
too in
yeah.
Detroit.
Yeah.
That's for sure. 3 safeties.
Have we had any
Glover Quinn.
Glover
Glover
Quinn.
Quinn. Yeah,
Um,
Glover Quinn was probably our best safety.
Quandre
Oh,
Diggs,
who's
they
that?
moved him back
Benny
to safety
Blades.
for a week.
Benny
Oh, yeah.
Blade. Yeah, Benny
Yeah.
Blade. Who
You got
does
his
the line?
autograph when I was like 8. However, I don't know. I wasn't 8. I was in high school, but yeah, I remember getting his autograph in the tunnel once. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, Benny Blades.
Benny Blades, yeah.
I'm trying to think of anybody else, but we have not had great safeties here. That's kind of
Yeah.
what it is.
We're gonna draft one, hopefully. Don't worry.
Well, let's hope so.
So that was how many? That was 3.
Favorite
We had
kicker
two.
of all time.
I couldn't
Favorite
find-
kicker.
You can't find
Oh
a
my
third
gosh.
We've had so many good ones because that's
We're
all
gonna
we've
go
ever
Hanson.
had.
I'm gonna go Hanson. I like Eddie Murray, but I don't think he was as good as Hanson.
Yeah, Jason Hansen was the best
Hansen
one.
was
Hanson.
the best one hand down. Yeah,
Prater was
Hansen.
good too, but not as good.
Potter.
Prater was
Yeah,
No
Hansen was just money, dude. Every time you put him out there is money. Anything within 45 yards, automatic every time.
Oh, Ray Crockett's a good one too.
Yeah,
I've
he
seen
was-
it in the chat.
Oh yeah, Rick Crockett. Yeah.
Grant knows like every player on every team. Whenever I does this, he just be dropping names, man. Just dropping them. Everybody's like, oh yeah, that guy. I think Grant's like 100 years old. I love him though. He's the best moderator you can have on your channel, man. I love that guy.
I don't like any the other safeties aren't anybody I like. William White maybe, but
He said
other than that, no.
Jimmy Allen, William White.
What about
What
Louis
about
Delmas?
punters? You guys said kicker. Who'll be your punter?
Oh, Louis Delmas.
Lewis
Wasn't
Delmas
he-
was good. He just got
was
hurt.
really
He was
good.
hurt.
He just got hurt.
Couldn't stay healthy.
He was
Yeah.
hurt.
Yeah.
Story of our
Punter.
life.
Foxy.
Yeah, the guy we got now is very good, Jack Fox.
Jack
He's
Fox.
best in the
baby.
Fox is the best in the business, man. He just is.
Eddie Murray and Jim Arnold.
No, yeah. Well, you could go Jim Arnold, but I don't. I think Jack Fox is the
Fox
real
has
deal.
got a bazooka for a leg. Like, it's
He
ridiculous.
really does.
He could stand still and punt at 60 yards. It's ridiculous. With it. This guy's got a crazy leg. So,
And he can
And he
come
used
from
to play
corner with the
quarterback.
rest of them too.
oh yeah, and then he can throw better than our quarterback. So there's that.
Yes.
What
And
about
he can get some guys beat too on that coffee.
Wasn't he a
corner.
quarterback in high school or college? I
Yeah,
think
he
Jack
was.
Fox.
Yes, he was.
He was.
Yeah.
He was. He was.
who would be the defensive coordinator for your team?
That's a good one.
Mm. Wow, that was a good one.
Terrell Austin.
Who?
Terrell Austin.
I think we got a good one now, Aaron Glenn. But, you know,
I
Yeah.
like Aaron Glenn
new
as
at it.
well. I was
I like
trying to
Joe
think of
Austin.
past ones, and we've had some really crappy ones. I mean,
yeah.
Anybody but Patricia.
oh, yeah, that's true too. Now we've had some really bad ones that we really have.
What about
Terrell Austin.
pepperoni?
Terrell
Oh,
Austin
yeah,
was
yeah.
with Sue and
The guy
Yeah.
that's
Sue and
the
them,
Tales from the
Levy and all
Crypt
those
guy.
guys.
Yeah, the Crypt Keeper. I
Offensive
love Mel
coordinator.
Gray as kick returner. That's my favorite.
Yeah, Mel Gray was a beast.
He was amazing.
Who's your favorite offensive coordinator?
Not Jim Bob Cooter.
Wow,
We haven't
No.
had a lot of them.
We've
we
had a
really
lot of
haven't
bad
had any
ones.
good ones.
We haven't had any good ones. Yeah, we have a whole bunch
We've
of
had a
them. They ain't
bad team for a long time. And
I'm
Remember
gonna
those-
Mouse Davis? That was terrible.
yeah, the run and shoot. Yes, run and shoot yourself in the foot, basically. I
I
don't
was gonna say
know.
Daryl Bevel. I don't know.
Said
And he didn't really make it here either.
David Levi.
Wayne Fonts was head coach.
He called a lot of the offense, though. Fonts had a
He
lot
did.
to do with that offense.
He did.
Will he be
Who
your
is
head
Maxi
coach?
Ball? I'm unfamiliar.
Yeah, DC. That I think you're right about that.
I'm
If we're
unfamiliar.
are you going head coach next? Because if we're going
Yeah.
head coach, I mean, I'm until Campbell proves himself, I'm going Fonts. But
Fonts, yeah.
I think they have a lot of similarities as far as just their relationship with the players and just their energy, and so I really think I think that Campbell is kind of the second coming and what we need right now. So it's a toss up. But once Campbell gets some time under his belt, I mean, already behind the guy, but once he gets some time on his belt, I really think he is going to be the one guy that finally does it here. And it's hard to say because I have said that more than once in my life, and I think we all
Me
have,
too.
being Lions fans.
Mhm.
But
Yep.
but it's different. I don't know how to explain it. It's goosebump different, if that makes any sense. Like it
does.
just is different, and it's not just him. It's the whole coaching staff and the demeanor, I should say. And I am very excited, very, very excited what we can do with this coaching staff.
You guys didn't like Mike Martz?
No.
He was. I didn't mind.
Wait.
I didn't
did.
mind.
Yeah,
Mike,
he was cool.
wait, I didn't mind Mike Martz, but that he. I'm trying to say this in a nice way. His balls were cut off here. I mean, he really wasn't he wasn't able to implement the offense that he actually wanted to run. So
Yeah.
that was kind of rough for him here.
And what about Todd Moore? He said for OC.
He's pretty good. Pretty good. It's a while back, but pretty good. Not
Yeah.
bad.
Well, hey, man, we are an hour 40 in. We still got 21 in the chat. Much love to all you guys. Please hit that like and subscribe to both channels. You guys want to go ahead and give me, your final thoughts on this matchup and where they can find you at on all your social media platforms.
Oh, yeah. We are Detroit Lions on the Prowl, and we have a website. We have a Facebook group. We're in TikTok. We're kind of everywhere. And you can find us there. But final thoughts for this game. This is going to be a tight game. And it kind of depends. It kind of depends on who shows up. I mean, if the Lions show up and they can run the ball and the defense plays well, we can win this game. It's a home game. We should have some advantage there. I've got the Lions winning 20-17.
Yeah, I can. You can see me on Big West Kivinen on YouTube, and I also watch Detroit Lions on the Prowl, and I'm going to be on some other websites too. But I think the Lions can win this game if Goff doesn't turn it over and if
That's
we run the ball successfully. But other than that, Philly's going to win, so it'll be a close game.
Go ahead, Ella.
All right. You can follow me, LL Cool Torrance. Spell how it sounds on Instagram, and I'm a part of the Detroit Lions on the Prowl telecast that debuts every day at 11 o'clock a.m. So make sure you check us out there. And I'm also on the Lions Nation Unite app. Same name, LL Cool Torrance. Come on and chat with us, man.
Yeah, I'm PC Payload. I friend of the show of Detroit Lions on the Prowl. I do some stuff with We Are Lions Nation, and new to these guys as far as with their new show coming up here next week. But just thanks for your hospitality more than anything else. Really appreciate being on. Thanks for the invite, Jim, and looking forward to more as far as this game goes. And I really think the keys to this game, we just got to stick with the run game no matter what, even if we go down 14 points. Got to stick with the run game, grind out the clock. I think that's the only chance we have to win. Given that you guys are more of a passing team, our defense has got to hold firm, at least get some pressure on the quarterback, which we're getting better at. So, it's a combination of things. We got to show up. We got to execute. If we do that, we can squeak out a win. I don't think it's going to be anything special, but I think we can squeak a win out if we actually execute a game.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, you definitely can find the show at LOTP 14 over there on Twitter. You can follow your man Curtis Steele at Curtis Steele 14. That's CURTISSTEELE 14 over there on Twitter. You can definitely follow me definitely with the Die Hard Den. I have a different show on Fan Media Network, so you can check me out over there as well. But thanks for the invite. We love talking Lions. So final thoughts for this game. Lions grind it out. We run the ball. We stick with the plan. Lynn calls the best game of his career. and we go ahead and get that W on Sunday.
Hey, and I want to salute all you guys for coming on the show, man. It was a great time with you guys, man. Love having you guys on. Always welcome here on the Bird Game Nation Sports Talk channel and the network channel. Much love to you guys, but I will say that I'm hoping you guys get your first win next week, because not this week, because I need our Birds to get that first, to get back on the winning streak. So
I thought you wanted your coaches fired.
You know,
That might do it.
So my 10-7 record can come back to life now. So, because I tell you, like I said, if we lose this game, we might not win another game the rest of the season. I don't think. Like, I really think it's that bad. Like, if we look at some garbage, if we look at the last 2 games, man, it's gonna be horrible for us. So I'm hoping. I said this against the Raiders, but I'm hoping we turn it around this week and we can get back on that W side of the thing. So. Much love to all you guys. Shout out to all you guys still in the chat. Please hit that like and let's fly, Eagles, fly. Till next time, it's Bird Game 31 and we are out. Peace.